What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Troof Podcast, episode 4. And today, my guest is a real good friend of mine. He goes by the name of Kenichi, aka Pineapple King. So, everybody, give a clap. There we go. Special laptop.
Wow.
Alright, but hey, thanks for coming by, man.
Yeah, man, no problem. It's good to be here, man. It's the first time at your house.
Yeah, it's kind of... Is it like a typical Asian house?
Dude, I think it's pretty nice. But yeah, pretty typically Asian, I would say.
Yeah, but yeah, you said you just flew back for Dallas?
Yeah, so I was in Dallas for work, because I travel a lot for work, and then, but the weekend before, I was at Silverback in Philadelphia, which was cool. I've only missed one, which was the year I first moved here. And then I've been to every other one since I was living on the East Coast, and it was like, from where I was at school in Connecticut, and it was like just a 4-hour drive for us to get down, so we just made that trip the first couple years. Then I moved here, missed that one, and then I went last year and this year.
All right. We'll get more to the details about Silverback, but first, introduction. You want to tell the people what do you do, what's your name, and everything?
Yo, my name is Kenichi, aka Pineapple King, aka PK, which is something I just started being called when I moved here. Like, I think you guys were like the first one who first started calling me PK. Nobody else called me that before.
Like short.
Yeah. I just moved to the Midwest, specifically Madison, Wisconsin, 2 years ago. 2 years ago this month. And yeah, I am a b-boy. I break. By profession, I am a pharmacist, but I'm not really working in the pharmacy sector right now. I'm working for a healthcare IT company out in Madison called Epic, and that job lets me like do a lot of travel to different hospitals in different states and stuff. But yeah, so like I'm just trying to,
You're making the world a better place.
Well,
day by day.
That's what they tell us we're
You're
doing.
saving life.
I'm more about saving money. That's what it's about for me.
Saving money.
Yeah,
Alright,
all those student loans.
That's good, but yeah, did you even enjoy your Halloween at all? Because it was yesterday.
Dude, honestly,
You're not too old for Halloween now, are you? Don't use that line.
I'm not gonna say I'm too old for Halloween, but
Too cool.
well, the thing is, like Halloween, people really celebrated it like for like adults like last weekend.
Yeah,
People went out last weekend, and I went out on Friday night, so that was like fine. And then like when I went to Silverback on Saturday, I met up with a bunch of friends, and then we went out on Saturday too.
Did people dress up when you
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, exactly.
Did
So
you guys dress up?
yeah, we had mine was they just bought something for me. Like,
Oh, okay.
Where
'Cause
just
you
we're going
flew
out.
and they drove, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
exactly.
That's good to have people there, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, my Halloween was pretty nice. So I went like downtown Milwaukee. It's not as. You ever been to Madison downtown? I think.
Yeah, Madison down
It's pretty
there.
lit, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I went there 2 years ago and by the Madison.
Yeah.
Madison, and it was pretty lit. But this year I decided just to stay at Milwaukee, save money and shit.
Yeah.
It was pretty nice, man. I dressed up as Easy.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, it was dope.
So yeah, it was pretty fun. But I mean, I wish I would have went to Silverback too. But it just sucks that it happened to land on the same weekend as Halloween.
Yeah.
Because usually Silverback would be like a week. No, like the beginning of October.
It's normally at the beginning of October. I don't know why they delayed it a couple weeks.
I think they changed venue, didn't they?
Yeah, they changed the venues.
They probably like had to bump it down.
Maybe that was it.
Because I did know a friend that lives, I think near the south. He thought that it was on October 8th and 9th. He bought his ticket already.
Oh.
And then he messaged me. He was like, "Hey, are you gonna go?" I was like, "It's not till 27." He was like, "Fuck, I bought my tickets already." Like, I was like, "Plane ticket?" He was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh, you could try to get reimbursement." But luckily, he got back in credit and he rebought.
Oh, okay.
I think he just had to pay like an extra 60.
Okay.
So I was like, but
Jeez, that could have been bad.
I think thanks to United Airlines, I think they gave him a.
Shouts out, even though they always delay their flights.
Yeah. So I mean, fuck you guys too. But anyway, you say you travel a lot, so like, yeah, you got any like cool like traveling stories to like start off right away, man?
I mean, I don't know about cool travel.
Because when you travel, it's mostly business. You don't really get to have fun, right?
It's mostly business, but the thing is, it's also so. How it works is I get like assigned like a customer site, and I work with that customer for like a while, and so like because I'm there for a while, I'm usually able to find like b-boys who are there.
Yeah.
So my first customer was actually up in Canada, and
that's where you went last month.
it was the last time I was there was actually like maybe like June or July or something.
Was that long ago? The one that you went with a couple of friends for the b-boy jam too?
Yeah, I think so.
You gotta tell me more about that story too. Like, how was it, man?
Well, I mean, I liked it a lot. So we were in a town called Hamilton. That's where my customer was at, and which is like 40 minutes like south of Toronto.
Okay.
And I think like the thing that makes business travel at least enjoyable for me is that I'm able to find like b-boys like pretty much in any town I've been to, and like connect, like go there, like practice. So like I went to Hamilton, and there's a university that's like maybe like 5 minutes away from where we were staying.
Yeah.
Like there were b-boys who practiced there, so I met them, like linked up with them. I got to go up to Toronto because like it's just close there, and I met like people. I was able to practice with people and like connect with people there too. I went to a jam up in Toronto that one time. And then like also like it's cool because like it's kind of like that worldwide connection, because like some of those guys also drove down for Silverback. We were saying like, oh yeah, what's up? Yeah, exactly. I had one customer site that was in Columbus, Ohio, which is where Ohio's from. So I was able to connect with them and go meet up with them and like session with them a couple times. Dallas now, that's where my current customer is. There's b-boys there, like of course, and just being able to connect and practice, because like for me, like business travel, like I usually do it like Monday to Thursday, and like it is what it is, but like being able to practice is like what makes it really good, I think.
That's pretty dope, man. I got a family in Dallas too, so
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I always tell, since people in Dallas, you should let me know whenever there's a jam, because I got a spot, we could stay.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because I'm like, damn, Dallas, like, it saved me a lot of money,
Yeah.
Because I usually we get a hotel, but then I save me like a couple, $200-$300 now.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, that's pretty cool. So, you ever been, like, any outside the country yet, or for the business-wise?
Well, I mean, Canada is outside the country,
Well, like, overseas?
No. Like, we do have like clients who are in like Europe, like Finland and the Netherlands and stuff like that.
Like somebody else maybe
closer. Yeah, exactly. I'm not super interested in like at least doing business travel to there. Like I'd rather I do want to I've never really been to Europe traveling wise, like just like chilling or like going to b-boy jams or like anything like that. So like that's one of my goals. I do want to get out to Europe and also to Asia. I've never been anywhere in Asia either.
So it's like that's pretty cool though, because you're like your career is paying you to fly out, and plus your passion for b-boying makes you like connect with other people, and like hopefully if you have free time you stay a couple of days for a jam too.
Exactly.
Man, that's the life right there. Huh? You happy with life?
It's pretty good right now. I could be making a little more money. I got a lot of student loans to pay off, but
you're just enjoying life.
Yeah, I think so.
So you think this might be like a long term, or you might go back to school?
Oh, I'm definitely not going back to school. That's a fact. I don't know about how long I will be at this specific job for. I think what I told myself is at least give myself another year to reevaluate, and then we'll see where it goes from there. But maybe I could be maybe it'll be maybe I'm here for a while, maybe I'm just here for another year or two. Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah, only time can tell, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of traveling, you mentioned Silverback this past weekend, so you want to tell me your experience with Silverback?
Yeah, so I mean, so they, like you mentioned earlier, they had a new venue this year. I wasn't the biggest fan of this venue versus the old venue.
The soccer venue?
Yeah,
it was super big.
Super big,
Yeah.
a lot. The thing is...
More space, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
More space, because when somebody like me is going to Silverback, it's not to make top 32 because
yeah, it's to cipher and have fun.
yeah,
right?
exactly. I'm whack. I'm not gonna make top 32.
He's dope.
Nah. But it's to spectate and relax and like meet up with the people I haven't seen in a
yeah.
long time, especially like on the East Coast since I'm living out here in the Midwest now. So I feel like this venue was less conducive to that.
Yeah.
So there wasn't really seating. They were kind of like standing bleachers a little bit.
I heard people like, yeah, in the comments, because I was watching live stream, and people got saying, man, my butt hurts after a while, my leg hurts, especially for like, then they go like top 32 straight to top 16 and then like had a little break and then top 8 again.
Yeah, it was a lot of breaks and stuff like that. It was a long day, like, you know, like, especially if you got there right when doors opened, which I didn't, but like, you know,
10 plus hours.
Yeah, exactly. More than it's like 12 hours because it ended at like 11 o'clock, like, you know, and like, you know, doors opened I think at 10 or 11, so you could be there for 12 or more hours. But yeah, so there was that. So that was like okay-ish, but you know, and like also the floors were a little different. Like if you've ever like been on a wrestling mat or something like that, it was very similar to like a firm wrestling mat, which
so
like
it was harder, like footwork.
Yeah, it sunk in a little bit. It wasn't like, you know, like firm, like, you know, like for me, like my ideal breaking floor is like a wooden floor.
Like studio floor.
Yeah, exactly. So like it was like
a little bit padded, I guess.
Yeah, it was padded, so like, you know, people doing mad suicides, like, you know,
I seen that.
just jumping up like, I'll be all right after this one. But apart from that, like, you know, it was really good. Like, you know, I think the thing is, like, you know, especially with Silverback, like a lot of people, A, that you've met before, so you get to reconnect with them, and B, people you've never met before from all over the world, like even now for Silverback, you know, from like, you know, mad like people from like Hong Kong came through, and like, you know, Japan, and like, you know, all over Europe and stuff. So it's good to, like, you know, even if you don't really talk to them, like cipher with them, and like, you know, kind of like learn a lot and see a lot of different styles. Like a lot of people say like after Silverback, like they kind of get like rejuvenated with breaking, because like, you know, like
that's what Ricardo and like John and Shell say too.
Exactly, like so you're like, oh man, you know, now you kind of see like that level of you know, of breaking, like what breaking like really is, like what real breaking, like what real difficulty is. And so you're like, damn, I have to start training again. And I'm sure it's like that with any like big b-boy event. Like Silverback is like really the only big one I've been to. I've never been to Freestyle Session or Outbreak or like, you know, anything else.
Freestyle
like
Session's not really worth it.
That's what I've heard also.
Yeah, it's not worth it. I was there before.
Yeah.
The tickets are expensive. It's like $30.
That's what I've heard. So,
60 for 2 days.
Yeah, and I heard it's only like getting like more expensive too. So
yeah,
it's
so
like,
I don't know why.
Yeah. I feel like I want to go like eventually. Yeah. But like, you know, it's not like a super high.
Because it's like it's in LA, so if you don't want to go, you can still go to LA.
That's true.
Right, with the sun, especially this time, like, would you be in the Midwest when it's cold, or LA in November?
That's true.
That's why I went last year, because I went for the first day, and then the second day, me and my girlfriend, we just like travel and sightsee, and
nice,
it was warm as hell, so I like did it. Yeah. Who's that? Anyway, yeah, but the first day, Vicious Vic won. Like, were you like satisfied with the outcome?
Yeah, I mean, I think there were some individual. So I haven't rewatched any of the battles.
How was it like watching the one? Because we'll talk about the first day first.
Yeah.
It was him versus Stripes in the final. Like,
yes.
Stripe really surprised me. Like,
see, but the thing is, like, Stripes is one of those b-boys you forget about.
Yeah.
Until like, you know, he comes up and just starts like taking people out. He's like, you know, he's like that hidden ninja in like the hidden village. You just like, you don't see him all the time, but when you do, he's just like chopping heads off, like, you know, like. And like he's one of those b-boys who, like, you know, his rounds are short, but like, you know, they're like packed with like content. So he goes like bop 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 bop.
It's all you need, yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, I really liked I like Stripes a lot.
He was more enjoyable.
Yeah.
Because he took out like Issei, who else was it? Thesis?
Took out Issei, I think Thesis. He took out
mad people.
Yeah,
man.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's really underrated, but then he's an OG in the game. Man.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, congrats is big. Like, when I didn't watch the first day. I like 3v3 better. Yeah. But then when I saw Vicious Vic, I'm like, man, he won? Like, really? Like, man, there's no way he can win 2 times, you know? But then they finally upload everything, and I went and watched. I'm like, okay, Vicious Vic killed it.
Yeah,
He got some new shit. He was hungry. It's not like how he was in Rebel when he lost a little zoo.
Right, exactly.
It's like he's on his A game, you know? He has something to prove.
Exactly.
But yeah, I mean, that was pretty dope. And did you do your prelims?
No.
You didn't?
I was I was ciphering on this because here's the thing, like, you know, also with this new venue, when they were doing the prelims, there wasn't as much space to cipher. So with the new venue, there wasn't as much space to cipher. So like, you know, there was like, you know, they had like the mats and like 2 mats and then the main stage that where they were running prelims on, and then the only other space was like there was like a little back alleyway that connected the 2 prelim mats, and then like a concrete area by the concession stand. So I was just ciphering by the concession stand, and like they had like the screens that said like, you know, when you're coming up next.
Yeah, oh yeah, your name did pop up.
Yeah, you know, so my name was there, but like from where I was ciphering, I just couldn't see any of the screens.
Yeah.
So and then so they called my name, and I guess I missed it, and especially because I wasn't like the speakers for the area I was by was exactly. I was like, you know, on the other side. So I missed my prelim. I noticed it when I saw people who came in after me already up. I was like, I probably missed my prelim, but I was just like, you know, I was having fun, like, you know, ciphering with like new people, like, you know, just getting down.
You didn't really trip over it.
No, yeah, exactly. Because like for me, it's not like for me, I wasn't gonna make like it in the top 32 anyway. So it's like, you know, what am I really missing? Like some footage that I can throw on Instagram and say like, here's my prelim round at Silverback, like like everybody's gonna do. Like I'm not hot like that, like, you know, like you know, it's just it's whatever.
Oh man, you gotta be more positive, man. You never know.
No, that's true. But I feel like I'm honest with myself, like, you know, I'm not gonna lie to myself and say like, you know, I'm just super sick, like, you know, like I know the level that I'm at, and it's 100% not the level of top 32 at Silverback right now, like, you know, so I'm fine with that.
Yeah, but did you do anything the first? You said you went out with your friends.
Yeah. So some of my friends from Connecticut, my crewmates, I got a hotel room.
Shout your crew out real quick.
Yeah. Fan the Flames crew out of Connecticut. Yeah, shout out to my guys.
Shout out, man.
Yeah, so, you know, we got a hotel room, we stayed together. Also, some other people who are in Connecticut right now. And then we just went out. We met up with some of my crewmates' friends and, you know, just chilled out for a while and, you know, had some drinks and all that stuff. So, you know, it was cool.
Did you guys hang over the next day?
No, I didn't drink because I was like, my body is too sore. I know, like, drinking is just going to mess me up right now. But I think everybody was we didn't, like, turn up that much, I don't think, like, you know, so everyone was pretty fine, I think.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, and the first day too, B-Girl Logistics, 15-year-old, like, she surprised everybody.
Yo, that was something else.
Entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
I'm mad I missed it. Her versus Ami in the semi, that was a pretty good battle.
That was crazy.
Man.
Yeah, I think so. I've known about B-Girl Ami for like a while, so like I thought she would take it, but you know,
because she won Red Bull, the B-Girl champion, so her like expectation was this high. Logistic was like, maybe not as much.
I do think like the crowd played a factor because the crowd was just like hyping Logistics up for like everything. They hit a chair for you.
Yeah, I was just like, dude, I mean, like she could like do all that too.
Yeah,
I guess
it just wasn't her day, and that's fine.
Yeah, because she did travel farther.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe she came the night before, jet lag.
Maybe.
You know. And Logistic came from the West Coast.
And that's the thing about breaking, like, you know, with people who are on similar levels, like, you know, I feel like anybody can beat anybody on any given day, so.
Yeah,
you know.
It's like, you're never always going to be 100%, you know.
Exactly.
So. Second day of Silverback, it was the top 32, man. I actually live streamed for that one. That one was actually pretty nice to watch. Do you have any, like, favorite highlights?
Of the crew battles,
I got the bracket right here too.
Alright, let me see. Well, okay, that thing, cause Body Carnival versus Illusion of Exist. So like, Vaco from Illusion of Exist went out and he has like, you know, that super weird flexible style. Like, he's like, nah. Then Kazuki Rock comes out after his round, like just like, you know, like just like mimicking that animal style, and then he just like does like crazy stuff. Like I feel like Kazuki, I follow him on Instagram. Shout out Kazuki Rock. But like, you know, he's getting like he's doing a lot of new dope stuff, and he like did a lot of it like that round. So I was like, it was crazy. It was hype. Like, you know, it was just nuts. That was like one of my favorite moments. And you know, just seeing everyone like, you know, kill it. Like, you know, it's nice. You know, like there's there's nothing like watching like some elite battles and stuff like that. It's cool, and yeah.
And there was the Monster Energy versus Red Bull.
Monster Energy versus Red Bull. It was hype.
That was nice.
Yeah.
Like, I was going crazy just like behind like watching TV.
Yeah, it was.
I was just like, damn.
It was crazy. I remember like there was a lot of people who didn't agree with.
I thought Monster Energy won.
Yeah, it was close, and I think it came down to that first round because I think Monster Energy took the last round, and that was Pocket's round.
Oh, you think Pocket took Rock's right?
I think, yeah.
Yeah, I mean Pocket took.
Yes.
I like Rock's right, but then I'm a little bit biased. But
yeah, I think Pocket took that.
But Tata and Lil G and Tata.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lil G set it off like bar high.
Yeah. So and even if you look at like how they had like the weird the red and blue and like who won what rounds.
The percent was really weird. They have a website for it. Mm-hmm. Nobody's gonna. I didn't go and check.
I didn't. But the percentage was like close and like each round was except for that last round because Pocket.
I think it was like 3-2, 3-2.
Yeah, something like that.
Close.
So it was very close. And like I said, I haven't rewatched any of it, so I don't really have an opinion apart from like what I saw and like when I'm just watching like as a fan, like I sometimes get like swayed by the hype. I'm like, so I was like, personally, I like think like just from the hype, like Monster took it, but like I didn't really. But I really liked Nagin's round.
He did his signatures.
Yeah, exactly. He Tata did the Harlem Shake, then like Nagin did the Harlem Shake, but then he did like Samba after, and that was fresh. And then he like went into his signature. So shout out Nagin because he's dope.
And then we got the Squadron with Phil and Peanut.
They made it to semis, right?
I mean it's good seeing like someone from the Midwest with Phil and Peanut. Like I remember like Peanut like so small and now look at him like killing the game.
Yeah, man.
In the Squadron, like I was really surprised. Like beating Foundation.
Exactly. Like, yeah, that was a good battle. And like the thing is, like Peanut's like he's still young. Like it's like he just graduated high school, so it's like. He's still got like a world of potential, so it's crazy. It'll be interesting to see like what the Squadron can do in like the next coming years with those new guys. I think like they have definitely like one of the strongest squads like in breaking right now. So
the most solid. They have they cover pretty much everything.
Exactly.
Yeah, adding Phil and Peanut was a good choice for them too.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think overall, you think Silverback. What would you rate? Because Silverback's been going on for 4 years now, right?
5, I think.
So 5 years. Okay. What would you rank this then? Do you remember all 5 years?
I do. Well, I didn't go to 2016, so I can't rank that. So I've been to 2014, 15, 2017, and 2018. I think 2015 was my favorite.
Yeah, that was my favorite too.
That was the year I think Seven Commandos won.
Yep, the first time, and Vicious Big won the first time too. Yeah.
This one probably my least favorite.
Oh, just because of the venue, right?
Yeah, I think so. Like, and that's just a me personal thing.
Yeah.
I think. So that's at the two ends, and then like I would put maybe 2014 in the second spot, just because it was like the first one. We didn't know what to like. It's like I remember like looking at it, like we didn't know what to expect. And,
did you go on the first one?
I did. I was there.
Oh, because you were still in Connecticut, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And like we didn't know what to expect. We just saw like and all of a sudden I just saw all these like huge names.
Yeah,
up, like, Blonde.
Minnow.
Yeah, like I was like, oh, this is gonna be sick. And that's when they gave away the most free stuff too. So they didn't give away free stuff this year.
Oh, they didn't? Yeah, because I was wondering. I was asking like my guys that came. I was like, "Where's you guys free Silverback at?"
Yeah.
It was like we didn't get it.
Yeah, no.
I was like, "Oh man, well that's a bummer."
Another personal reason why this year was.
I mean, maybe the venue issue. I don't know.
That's just me being petty.
Step up your game.
Or you at Silverback.
I know, dude. Before I come up with a new one. I'm kidding. But shout out to them. I'll probably go next year. I mean, I think it gets me. Hopefully they go back to the old venue.
Maybe.
Hopefully, I mean, but either way, I'm still gonna go in and support.
Yeah.
But anyway, enough of that. But you got an exhibition coming up this weekend. That was Dia de los Breakers.
Yeah, I do.
Hosted by Rodare from Chicago. So shout out to him.
Rodare
November
Nation. 3rd.
You got an exhibition against Flo Wolf.
Flo Wolf.
So,
correct.
Before we get into that, as a B-boy, how would you describe your... Wait, first of all, how do you get the name Pineapple King? I don't think I ever asked you, huh?
Yeah, no. Dude, honestly, it's... So, okay.
Exclusive, you hear first.
So what happened was, I was in Connecticut. So I started at my college club. just breaking in like fall of 2012. And I didn't have a b-boy. I was like just like casually practicing. I didn't really have a b-boy name. And then what happened was we were doing like a mini like battle just like among the college students, like I was like, oh, what should I sign up as? And I was like, I didn't really have a b-boy name, so like somebody like said like, oh, you should be Brick because your abs look like bricks. So I was like, all right.
Yeah, if you don't know him, he always has his shirt off. Did you have your shirt off? Did you take off your shirt at Silverback?
Maybe once, but like, to change into another shirt, like,
You usually just have it off for like 5 minutes.
You know who always has his shirt off? Yosha. Yosha always has his shirt off.
We'll get to him whenever he comes on this podcast.
No, so I was going by Bricks, and, I don't know, it was just a name to me. But then what happened was, like a year later or something like that, I was in school, in class, and or not in class, I was waiting for class, and there was like a couch, and I was sleeping on the couch. So then one of my friends, who was also in my program, shout out David Lee, he took a picture of the Snapchat of me, and just just drew stuff on it. So he gave me sunglasses and drew a pineapple on my head and wrote "Ooh, Pineapple King" for no reason at all. It had no precedent whatsoever.
Click, right?
Yeah. I didn't think anything of it for a while, and then I remember me, him, and a couple other people from my school. Later that year, it was 2014. We went to a battle in a small local battle, and it was super small, so we were just we're just gonna troll it, have fun. I was like, I'll just troll, have fun. I'll enter as Pineapple King.
Yeah. And
so I entered as Pineapple King, and it was just funny to hear people say Pineapple King.
That's something you could remember.
And I think that's why I kind of stuck with it. So I think the reasons I stuck with it are, it's funny, and it reminds me to have fun while I'm dancing, because it's just a goofy name. You can't say Pineapple King without
laughing.
Yeah, you can't be serious and say
I want to see how this guy looks like.
Yeah, exactly. And then also and this is what I've been finding out, people, it's just a name people remember, because if I had just a random generic b-boy name Brick, or Kenny Bricks, or K Smooth, or something like that, people wouldn't remember that. But people remember, even if they don't remember Pineapple King, they're like, oh, you're that pineapple guy, right?
Yeah.
Pineapple is something people remember. So it's cool. So I like the name. I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep signing up as Pineapple King.
But do you like pineapples?
They're alright.
Do you like it on pizza?
I like pineapples on pizza if they have something so the reason they're good is because they're sweet.
Sweet, yeah.
And then if you have something salty to complement it, like bacon or ham or sausage or something
so
like that.
Okay, so you like those, huh?
It's that contrast of flavors. That's when pineapple on pizza is at its best.
So you like sweet and sour.
Yeah, exactly. A contrast of flavors, So yes, I do think pineapple belongs on pizza.
Yeah, whoever don't, you guys are a Trump supporter. I'm just kidding. Alright, but yeah, back to the exhibition. So I think this year we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got Les Lethal versus my boy Myth, my boy Cartel versus Kid Diamond, Yo-Yo versus Keo, and then you versus Flo. So you want to explain your style first? Do you think you how would you explain your style?
Dude, I don't know, man. I feel my style, it's still growing. I've only been dancing for 6 years, which it's not that long, so my style is still growing. One thing I do is musicality and top rock. So top rock is one thing. When I figured out how to do it, I just kind of kept going from there. So I really top rock, that musicality portion. I don't really do a lot of traditional step type footwork, because it hurts my knees. I've already had 2 knee surgeries,
okay.
So, torn meniscuses, both knees. So, it kind of hurts to do that stuff. So, I'm still trying to figure out, what I like to do, on the ground and stuff. But, if I had to describe it, I'd say, I like things that, flow and connect, a lot. So, that's what I try to do. I try to do, moves that are signature to me, I don't like to, bite, I guess, but everything's a bite nowadays. But I try to do stuff that like work on things that I enjoy, basically like movements that are that I like the way they look and I like the way they feel for my body, which is like it's difficult being a tall b-boy, and so like there's a lot of moves that like look good when shorter people do it, but not necessarily when taller people do it. So like and just shorter bodies move different than taller bodies, like so, and there's advantages and disadvantages to each. So
and you just give me like 3-inch.
Yo,
give
man,
me 3-inch. I'll be good at 5'5". But so I think it's gonna be 5 rounds. You think you could handle that much? Like, do you have like a certain approach for it? Let the music take over.
Yeah, I mean, I think like I have like, I don't really have sets per se.
You're more like a freestyle. I could tell you're like a cypher.
I try, like but like for something like this, I feel like it might be better to come at it with like sets, like just so like you don't forget what you're gonna do. But and then I feel like the strategy is more like when you're gonna do those sets, like like how you're gonna respond, like one up like the move that your opponent just did, like okay, you did like a head slide, okay, I have this sliding move, blah blah blah, combo, blah. So like that's I'll feel it out, like like definitely gonna go like at this practice just now, like probably like run a couple sets, like I don't think I'm gonna try and like to do anything too new or anything, but to hopefully just like show what I'm about. I think it's 4 rounds, and that's like at that point it's like kind of just like managing like cardio and stuff like that, which I've historically been pretty bad at.
Really?
I don't have good cardio.
I think you got better than me though. I'm 3 rounds and I'm good.
Yeah,
I can't do 4 rounds. I always tell people, if you're gonna ask me to do exhibition battle, 3 rounds max. Unless the 4th or 5th round you want me to like do some weak 6 stuff.
Yeah, exactly. You might see some of that from me, so we'll see.
No, but I mean, good luck, man. You think you can win? Like, tell the truth. Look at the camera. You gonna admit that you win?
I think I have what it takes to win.
You'll smoke the shit out of Flo Wolf?
I did not.
Shout out to Flo Wolf though, man. He's the homie
yeah,
from
he's
Chicago,
dude,
man. Yeah, but I'm just fucking around with him. But alright, man. Good luck, man. I believe in you, man. But you should record.
Yeah, man.
Upload it. Wait for the B-boys.
We'll see.
Give yourself a shout out.
We'll see about that.
Alright, yeah, but speaking of the ways to be boy, like, how did you connect with Crumbles? I mean, of course, Milwaukee, Madison, through him, but what made him approach you?
Well, so I actually like approached him because we were going to his cruise anniversary, Boogie Monster's family, back in September, and I was like, he was gonna MC, so I was like, I was just going. I didn't have a partner, so I wasn't gonna battle.
Yeah.
So I was just like, yo, man, like like if you want, I can record like the battles and like upload it to Ways of the B-Boy, and like that's fine. And he was like, yeah, cool, that's fine. So then after that, like I recorded the battles, we uploaded them. And then we kind of, like after the event, we kind of started talking about like his like vision for like Ways of the B-Boys, and like how he wants to like differentiate himself from like the other video uploading channels, like Stance and like B-Boy Network and Strife TV, RIP, because they're not a thing anymore.
They had a good run. They had a good run.
They did. So like we just started talking about that, and like we like made a group with like me, him, and like he has another guy in Florida, Jabari. Yep. So like we just started talking about like what we want to do and stuff like that. So and like kind of like more like a creative vision. So like I was like, yeah, I'm down with that. Like and I'm into photography now. I'm trying to do that. So like how I can like get my like photography in there, and like just like I think like the way like we want to differentiate it is like kind of like more that like real b-boy aspect, so not necessarily covering competitions all the time, but like the ciphers you see in the competitions, which you don't like see like a lot of channels like uploading. So like that's where like he told me like if you see ciphers at Silverback, like you see a good battle, like record it. And I got that. If you saw the Jay versus Zeshin one, that's the one that I uploaded. So
was it on Facebook or YouTube?
On Facebook. Oh, yeah, I forgot to upload.
But okay, I'll take a look at that because I haven't seen that. Yeah. I did see Zeshin at Silverback. I mean, on Instagram, but I didn't know. Okay, so that's like one of the few that you got?
Yeah, I mean, I think that was the only battle that I got. I got like cipher footage from other people, like you know, like I think like I got like a couple good rounds from people, you know, but that was the only battle that I saw.
Like call out that you saw.
Yeah, exactly. Because like you know, I was trying to get it in the ciphers myself too, like you know, so
it's kind of hard because you. Like, damn, I'm here to record, but at the same time, like, I'm here, I don't want to miss out. I want to dance too, vibe out, you know?
Yeah, so
it sucks being a photographer / cameraman / b-boy, because you're like, your passion for it is strong.
Exactly.
So you gotta choose, like, I record 10 minutes, but while you're dancing, a good battle, you miss the whole battle.
Exactly.
And when you get your camera out, that battle might end already.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's a trade-off, and, you know, we're still, like, working on stuff, so, like, and I think we'll see how it turns out. I think we've got, like, you know, a good thing going, and we'll see where it goes from here. I think there's a lot of good ideas coming, and hopefully that leads to a lot of good content.
Yeah, I mean, like, speaking of, like, photography, like, what made you get in that, too? Like, were you always good with, like, with the angles and everything?
Well, I think, so, in high school, like, I took a graphic design elective, like, all 4 years, and, like, we had, like, one module where we did stuff with cameras, and, like DSLR cameras. So I was, like, you know, into that, like, but I couldn't afford it. But until, like, you know, I got this job that I'm working now. So, like, it was actually Joey, shout out Joey from DMZ, Madison, Atlanta.
Shout out, man, Joey.
Who helped me, like, you know, like, look up cameras and get the one that I have now.
Joey's good. Like, he just started, like, 2 years ago.
Yeah,
but
he's nasty.
look at him now. Like, he's like, one of my favorites to look at on Instagram.
He's got good stuff.
Yeah,
you know, so he helped me pick out the camera, and then after that, like, you know, it's basically just figuring out what I want to photograph, like, you know. So I think, like, the first event I photographed was like Wii Wars. Back in 2017, like the one at the EMCC. So like, and then after that, like, you know, like I just like I tend to bring it like along to like various breaking events, you know, so like, you know, the United Outcast anniversary when I went there in Connecticut, I took some pictures, like, you know, and then, you know, I just like, you know, taking pictures, like, you know, of people that I'm around, like my friends, like, you know, I've done like, you know, small mini photo shoots, so like, you know, I just enjoy it, like, you know, dance photography, it's cool, because like, and I think it also kind of helps with dancing, because like, you know, when you start taking pictures of stuff, you realize, like, you know, like, just like taking a picture of like just a baby freeze, it looks whack. So it's like it kind of like ups your mentality to say, like, you know, every move or transition that I do, I should try to make it look good in a picture.
When for the b-boy, you just like, instead of doing a freeze, just throw a round down.
Yeah, sometimes something like that. Or like, you know, I have like an idea of like what position like looks good for you, for that person.
Yeah.
When I went to Montreal, I
seen it. You got some pretty nice shots.
Yeah, and like, you know, and that it was all my friends, like, you know, from Connecticut, and like, you know, I was just like, you know, do what you I've seen what you normally do, and like, you know, in the environment that we're at, like, I think this would look good. So like, you know, this freeze, that freeze, or like just like jumping up like that. But it's also like, you know, letting people like, because like a lot of people will be like, how should I pose? And I'm like I don't know, just do something, and then like once you do something, then I can start to see like, okay, like, you know, actually like do this with your hand here, do that, move towards the light, like, you know, like stuff like that. So, you know, I'm getting more into photography. I might have to like upgrade my camera body soon. Bought a couple lenses and stuff like that, but we'll see what happens.
I mean, I think that's every b-boy's like, it always connects somehow. Like, but for me, like, I think I'm starting to get into more like the cameraman, like behind the screen more than like being on camera.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
I want to be more like a podcaster. That's why I'm starting to interview a lot of people, because I love b-boying, but then at the same time I want to like get inside the head of a b-boy. Like, instead of a quick 5-minute interview, I want like a long 30-minute, 40-minute, like,
for sure,
really like dig deep. Like, you know, like I learned a lot of stuff like I didn't know about you today, and plus like, I mean, I've been knowing you, but then like it's like good for us to reconnect with each other. Like,
exactly.
People. You know, people will be like, man, who is Pineapple King? Like, I want to know more of him. So like, this is a good way for like people to see who you are, you know. But, so my last question basically is just what's next, man? Like,
yo, man, honestly, what's next? After this event on Saturday, so November 3rd, I'm going to take a small break from breaking, because my wrist has been hurting, my ankle's been hurting, like, you know, I just need to strengthen up, you know, just chill out for like a month, you know, so that's what's next for breaking specifically. You know, I need just a little while away, like, just like recondition and stuff like that, just like recover a little bit. Like, you know, my birthday is Monday, November 5th.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thanks, man. Turning 26.
Happy birthday, man. Hey, YouTube, comment happy birthday to Pineapple King.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, I'm just gonna be like, you know, just relaxed for a little bit. So that's what's nice. And then, like, you know, just travel for work. Dude, it's on a Monday.
I mean, like, are you gonna do anything like on a Saturday, like after?
Well, Saturday's the jam. Like, so, like, so if I don't have to drive, like, then maybe. But like, if I do, then no.
Oh.
Maybe Friday night. Like, you know, we'll see. Maybe tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, and then, you know, I'll probably come back. I think I'm planning on going to Kings of the Midwest December 8th, I think it is.
Oh, yep.
So
okay.
probably that, and that'll
I'll probably see you there too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be over there too.
For sure. That'll be like my next jam.
Yeah, so yeah, you got like the whole November off. Basically, your whole. Literally,
I'm trying to take the whole November off. Just like, you know, like I said, like recover and like get a little stronger and all that stuff. And then, you know, just, you know, in other creative aspects, you know, just like trying to take more photography, like, you know, do like some like shoots with my friends, like, you know, stuff like that. I'm trying to get, I used to like draw a lot, so I'm trying to like starting to like try to get back into that.
Yeah.
And, you know, just things like, you know, and then like Thanksgiving is coming up. I'll go back to the East Coast for that, connect a little bit with some friends and all that stuff. Yeah, hopefully not get fat. Like, you know, I'm already.
But yeah, I mean, that's dope. Like, you know, whenever you're in Milwaukee again, like, I know you just came back, you got to go back to work in the morning. Yeah, we should personally shoot. Like, I'll show you around Milwaukee and we could like maybe shoot or something.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
do some, you know,
I'm down.
connect. You know, like, I mean, this Sam over here too, like, he's over here too, like, my guys, the Clan team, they're always down to, like, record and, like, video shoot, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
You know, so, yeah, I mean, other than that, then, I want to thank you for, you know, taking the time off your day. I know you got, like, really tired. You jet lagged?
Nah, I was in the same time zone, so it's all good.
Okay, yeah, but, alright, I want to thank you for, coming by, and, once again, this is, Kenichi. How do you say your last name?
Unechuku.
What is your ethnicity again? Like,
Nigerian.
Are you, like, born there?
No, my parents were, but I was born actually in Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay. You know how to speak it?
Yeah, like a little bit.
Like,
not so great.
Oh, I was gonna say you want to say something, but no, it's okay if you're uncomfortable.
Dalo, that means thank you.
Oh, okay. All right, but yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching the podcast. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Hey, there you go.